So you're about to network with an influencer or a group of influencers who open a door. And this vibe is that you may have been worried about the situation in the past, but you've planted roots, you've planted seeds, and you've grown those roots together so that whoever this person is that's trying to keep you trapped feels the burn. They've realized that you have the power to manifest even beyond anyone's threats or doubts. Your faith is so much stronger, and it feels like anyone who judges your consistency in a negative way is going to look like a zombie at the end of the day. The vibe is definite that there's a partner here in your energy who shares your positions in life. It's like they've been through the same sort of struggles and they've overcome the same sort of past squams, and now you guys are both mature in the same space. It feels like you work in the same sort of industry. You guys have the same types of passions and hobbies, and you can share so much space together. It's like this love is unlimited. It also feels like there's a group of people involved, so either an influencer or a group of influencers where you guys are just living your best life. If this is your energy, definitely stick around. We're getting into it. And keep in mind that all of my messages are general. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so by sending your question and payment through PayPal. All of my prices are in my bio, and I'll get back to you within the same day. Thank you so much for your business. I look forward to working with you. Now let's get into this message. The message is a network. You're networking with an influencer who opens a door. Love is rooted in the soul. There's magic in your consistency. Belief works better than doubt. So it feels like you're about to be hooked up with an influencer of some kind. It feels like a love match. And you guys being consistent together, working. Magic is the vibe that I'm getting. Also, I feel some sneakiness here when it comes to the consistency. Like you're switching things up in the background and not really letting anybody know what changed. So there's something here about your work and the faith that you have in your work. I'm also getting some excitement here about the way you set things up. Like you being able to take a break without anyone noticing is the vibe I'm getting. But it does feel like you're connected with this person, even though people don't see you two together. This is an influencer. You may be an influencer as well. What else is going on in this energy? Okay. So this is the card that comes out for network. So it's a group of people that you're networking with. It doesn't have to be all one gender, but that's the vibe I'm getting. That it could be you partnering up with a group of individuals who are very similar and like-minded with yourself. And this vibe of being rooted in the soul, we get these wands here, and they do kind of look like roots in this situation. Something about your consistency is under judgment. Yeah, it does feel like people are saying you're switching things up, or they don't know what changed, but something's definitely changing. They just can't put a finger on it. And it feels like you're making subtle changes that work for the better of your business. Like almost like a little bit of a change to the font, or maybe a little bit change to the ingredient. But of course, you're transparent. It's just like you got to do the work and figure out what I've done because it's better. It's the vibe I'm getting. Things are better, getting better for your business. What else is going on with this energy? So we have some kind of a love offer coming out that someone may be refusing. It feels like someone doesn't want to have children. It's the vibe that I'm getting. It feels like there's a love offer, like someone's trying to get you pregnant and stop you from working. That's the vibe. I don't know who this message is for, but it feels like someone wants to lay down roots, possibly this influencer that you're working with, or someone is trying to have an influence over you and get you to do more. But it feels like you're saying no. Or flip it where it goes. There could be a chance that someone doesn't want you to have children or doesn't want you to start other projects. They don't want you to divide up your time among other avenues. They want your divided attention is what I'm getting. There is an energy here not to doubt that you won't be able to do this. If someone's having children at a later age, is to say not to doubt the success of this new family you're building, whether it's a new business or however you're connecting. This is your energy. If you're resonating, book a reading with me. So there's love coming in, and I feel like it's enough to fill everyone's cup. Everyone in this situation, it feels like a group of people, possibly even young business owners, is a vibe I'm getting, where you're going to be able to lay roots and be comfortable in the roots that you lay. And I'm seeing this tree here as well, like you're good on the handouts when it comes to this energy. It feels like because you've laid down the roots here, you're comfortable working on your business at this time. It's like you have more than enough to be picky, and something about your consistency, the consistency of your mental capacity to continue moving forward and thinking in elevated terms, almost like a child that believes he can do anything, regardless of the outside influence, possibly trying to get tangled up in your thought patterns and trying to convince you that they have some kind of power that they don't. It just feels like they expected you to give up on this dream a long time ago. But you're very comfortable is what I'm getting. You're very happy doing what you're doing, and it's paying off in major ways. Because it feels like whatever calls you to go towards this direction is the exact reason why people are trying to stop you and slow you down, is to get away from them, those types. And they're only trying to slow you down because they're uncomfortable with their own situation. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to keep going. The vibe is almost like someone who picks up a running habit. All you have to do is buy a new pair of shoes, buy a new pair of sneakers, and some running pants, and you're good to go. And it's so addictive, for better or worse. But the vibe is like people really hate on runners. It's like, oh my God, he's fit. This could be your person. I feel like you're connecting with a group of people who do exactly what you do. Maybe even a running group or a workout buddy or something, where they really get it. They get it from the ground up. Everything. The runner's high, and this is specific, but you can move that metaphor around, that you just love what you do. Maybe even other influencers who love the starter up mentality, an idea, and turning it into something and watching the profit and starting up something else, maybe starting up a second channel. And the vibe is like you just look over your work and you just feel so full of love. Whereas the haters are still hating as per usual. It feels like you're manifesting something else. And yeah, what people don't like about you, what these haters don't like about you, is exactly what you love about yourself, your consistency, the fact that you don't give up. And being strong and consistent is such a trait, a quality of yours. It feels like you also have consistency in this area, because year after year, no matter where you move, there's always a group of people who study your behavior. They study your behavior and they have a problem with it. So it feels like finally you're matching up with people who actually think the way you think, and they may have gone through the same situations where maybe they had to stay up at night worried about whether or not they were being perceived. And it feels like a running joke over time. Like this is something now you guys can all sit back and laugh about. I'm seeing someone having is it called Chardonnay? Some kind of a drink. It's a brown drink. There's ice. and you guys are just sipping. Okay, the Lover's card at the bottom. Yeah, this feels like a romantic interest, but the love is so different here because it feels like what you guys have in common is your entire life. It's not just a hobby. It's the way you grew up. Is the type of situations you've had to encounter and overcome. It just feels so grounded. And these are things that keep happening in your life. And it's like, yeah, I've learned how to deal with that. Have you? Yep, I've learned how to deal with that. So we could both have a chuckle and just enjoy each other's company in this space. We're both safe financially, emotionally, spiritually. We've both done the work, whether it's a partnership or a group. It feels like you guys love spending time together. What else is in this energy? Yeah, security is coming out. Home security. I'm seeing you guys in a gated community almost like. But it also feels like your body, your home is where the heart is where the gated community is. It's like, it feels like you have your boundaries set and it's set in such a positive and optimistic place. Like what I'm getting is there's so much room to grow here. You definitely set some kind of a fortress around your ideas, thoughts, and patterns. And it allows you to see as far out into the horizon and say that all of this is mine. There's no limits here. This is the vibe. This is your energy. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know if you're resonating. And thank you so much to everyone who stuck around to the end. I love you guys.